Monster cores. So in short, permanent stat boosts for your character. Each zone has different options on what you can farm from them. These are all technically rare mobs, but there are trash mobs usually around the mob, but not always. They'll look exactly the same as the mob in this picture, and they have a chance to also drop the core. The farther down the list you go, the more cores it takes to finally get them to level 10, since that's the max, and then have it complete. But the ones that are harder to complete give you much better stats, so it's worth the effort. So auto farming, where you just let it run overnight or do it on another device like a tablet or your phone and just turn down the brightness so it doesn't overheat. Whatever the case is, you want to find an area, hit auto, let it run around. Now, on that note, there's things like this Red Ruse guy. All around him are units that look exactly the same, and they have a chance to drop his core. So since the rare monsters themselves, once they die, they take a while to come back, it's going to be very slow getting one core at a time just waiting on them. But more commonly is people have their distance set to distant, and then they'll run around farming the similar mobs so that they're getting the cores while they wait for that guy to come back. So if you look at Bane King, you hit location, it would have you walk there, but Bane King's down here. He's surrounded by those red ruse wolves that we were just talking about. So if you go to him and then hit auto, you're going to run around getting those red ruse shards instead of Bane King shards. So I went online and I looked up who drops his core. So the website is l2revolution.gamepedia.com/monster_codex. Instead of having to remember that, I would just say Google or Bing or whatever, Lineage 2 Revolution Monster Codex. It should be the first link. And then just bookmark it, save it. It's very helpful, huge for core farming. You can just do Control F on your keyboard and actually search for whoever you're doing, like Bane King. Summary is that there's only one mob that, aside from the rare, that will drop the core you're looking for. So you look it up, okay, Force Venom Fang, awesome. So let me go back and check where he is. They all spawn over here, so I kind of just walked around looking, and it's just an endless stream of these spiders that look exactly like Bane King, and they all have a chance to drop his core. So I ran over there, walked somewhat in the middle, just found a nice little clump, hit auto, and that's it. My guy's just been running around, getting them like crazy, and that's so much more effective than just waiting on him to spawn. There are two mobs, Varkaron and Queen Ant, who you can only get through the clan dungeons. This is especially annoying because even if you see a clan dungeon in chat and you join it, like this right here, if I were to join this and go in, I most likely still wouldn't get the core even after we killed him. So I'm not sure if there's special workarounds for that. For example, if I'm in a party with one of their clanmates, or if maybe there's an extremely small chance. But so far I've done 4 of between the Queen Ant and Vark combined, and haven't gotten a single core doing them. So there's that. But of course in chat, the ones that everyone's more familiar with are things like this. Rare mob, summon battles, where you just want to join those whenever humanly possible. Stop auto real quick, see if I can't get in this vapor. Oh, look at that, I can. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, he's dead, son of a biscuit. If I would have gotten a hit on that guy, like just one little smack, I would have most likely gotten the core anyway. I'm really sad now. Make sure you're not in a party when you join in these, because you'll most likely get invited to a party. The guy who starts the stone, he usually tries to get everyone in the same party, at least until it's full. Alright, so where the elite spawns when you join the elite summon stones, start here, you just move straight to the right, try and weave and dodge all of those enemies that are in your way, and just go right to him and at least get a hit on the elite guy before it's over. This way you can get the core for him. But you can see on the map his area actually looks a little different. But this is where he is. He's already dead, but this is where it was. The mobs in this area, since he's an elite, he's the one with the teal turquoise name. I'll show you real quick. Windowwood. That guy. See how he's got the teal turquoise name? That means that the mobs, the trash mobs in here are going to be these big rock guys. Those ugly mugs right there. So, they do still drop loot. Someone's killing them. Let me get a couple smacks. Oh, this guy's not killing him very quick at all, actually. I'm over this. So they do drop pretty good loot. So when you get in here, if the elite dies, but the party's still running around killing those things, it's kind of nice. They have really great drop rates on scrolls, like quest scrolls, the soul crystals, and anything you can normally get off a mob. So they're great to farm in general, but only if your party's just dusting everything, no problem. Otherwise, you're better off just going back to whatever you were doing before it. Just keep in mind that when you're in a normal summoning stone of a mob that's not an elite, something like these, well, not the Forest Venom Fangs, but Bane King, you know, one that looks like that, or any of the guys that don't have a purple name like that, the trash, instead of those big rock guys that you run through, is going to look like the core that you're trying to get. It's going to be the same unit. You gotta farm those. Definitely see if you can't get in the group, the party, I mean, for whoever's running them, and just monopolize on being in that run. The main way you're going to find them is just keeping a close eye on chat, and they fill up quick, so the instant you see it in chat, click off auto battle, and then hit join. Alright, so the last thing to elaborate on is the shared loot throughout the party. So it's a shared chance. Throughout watching videos and reading up online, I saw a lot of random people say, oh yeah, if one person gets the core, the whole party gets the core. But when I was testing out with my friend literally yesterday, that was not the case. But it was still worth doing because there was a chance. So I would kill a mob that could drop a core. I might not get one, but he would, even though he's not killing anything at that time. And we were a few screens away from each other. Like, I had to say, if I'm here, he's about over here. So it was a pretty good distance. Regardless, the fact that we share the chance, we were still getting twice as many cores when we were near each other but somewhat split up. And it was huge, so much more. And that was just 2 people. So if you have a full party all running around doing that, it's just going to rain cores to the point where you're going to run out of enemies. You guys will just be killing all the enemies too much, and it'll be kind of crazy. But in the summoning stones, when you're killing the trash, the same thing applies. So if you have everyone in the summon battle all in the same party, so there's only, say, 5 people in there, and you're all in the same party, it's the same as if any one of those people was in there alone, and they just get all the cores themselves. It's the same chance of getting all the cores, so it's huge. It's really helpful if you guys are all partied up. And in regards to the elite summon stones, where the trash doesn't drop cores, but they just have good item drop rates, it's still the same thing. The party loot system is just always like that. That's just how it works. It's still huge, even if the group's just farming the elite stones trash for loot, you know, scrolls, whatever. It's still great to be in a party so you guys just get more loot. It's all about loot. So that's pretty much it. The party system is really huge, but if you're farming around in a zone like I'm doing right now, and you see people, like, sure, I could try to get him in my party, but he's most likely just gonna not be there. He's AFK too. So he's not actually watching his screen. He's not gonna accept the part. Oh, look at that. Okay. I spoke too soon. But that's awesome. Now we're going to share cores and get even more. And I'm pretty sure I'm almost done, but I'll just finish that much quicker. But that's it. So good luck hunting, and fill out that codex.